Hey Yetis, here we go. It's 2021. Happy New Year. We made it. And as we gear up, figured it was a good opportunity to kind of give you our next schedule, what's going to be going on with grades, and what a return back into the building is going to look like. So important information coming. I'll try to keep it quick. Here we go. Of course, before anything else, thank you. Thank you so much for being part of the Yeti family. It has been a challenging 2020 to say the least, but man, great things are on the horizon. It is going to be an amazing year. Thank you so much for showing that perseverance and grit that we know, that we see in all of you guys. So thank you so much. And here's to an amazing, amazing new year. So topics for today that we're going to talk about your schedule for next week as we have one more week of remote learning. We're going to be talking about grades, report cards, and your new schedule. And we're going to be talking about the status of school and coming back into the building, still scheduled for January 11th. All right, so let's start off with the schedule for next week. If you know anything about Snowy Peaks, if you've been here for a while, you know that we start each semester with an orientation. That will continue this year, except for orientation is going to be really just pared down to, the basics because we have to do it virtually. So what that's going to look like here is something like this. Let me get rid of me. Okay, so on Monday, and actually every day this week, we're going to be running what looks very, very similar to our previous Wednesday schedule, where we start with experiential learning in the morning. So it's an opportunity for students to get up, do something good for themselves, do their nature activities, their character activities, their community service activities. And remember, they should be keeping a log of those activities as they do them. Okay. And then at 10:45 each day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are going to be live. So students need to be in front of their computer at 10:45 on those days to 11:25, where we will be live in our Be Legendary groups doing some orientation and introduction to semester 2. Okay, at 11:25 to 12:05, they'll have lunch. And then in the afternoons, for students who have no incompletes from the first semester, those students are going to be involved in a pretty fun Be Legendary project that's going to be a competition. All right. And, while we don't give extra credit at Snowy Peaks, it will be something that'll factor in as a 4 into their body of evidence for their grades upon completion of this project. So we think it's going to be pretty awesome, and we think students are going to have a lot of fun doing it. So stay tuned on that. We'll give you all the details about that project again when we meet live at 10:45 on Monday. Wednesday of this coming week is going to look like a normal Wednesday, where there'll be open academic support in the afternoon, where students can schedule time with teachers, and that the building will be open for support. And that'll be students' last opportunity to finish up those semester 1 classes if they need to. Okay. On Wednesday, we're going to be wrapping up those grades and starting to send out report cards. Okay. Then Thursday and Friday of next week, we're actually going to start jumping into second semester classes. So students will get a new schedule. And what we're going to do is we're going to do just a short introduction to those classes. Thursday afternoon, periods 1, 2, and 6 will run live. And if you look at the times, that'll start at 12:05, 1:05, and 2:05. So students will have live classes Thursday afternoon. And then again, Friday morning, experiential learning. There'll be an on-demand Be Legendary class, lunch, and then kids will have live periods 3, 4, and 7. And those classes are about 55 minutes each. So it should be pretty short. And again, an introduction to their second semester classes and getting them set up for success for when we return to school the Monday following. All right. So everything here, and if you look, the slide did change. It says students with incomplete grades. Everything here looks pretty much the same except for Monday and Tuesday afternoons. Okay. So rather than where the previous slide said on-demand Be Legendary project, we're going to have students who need to finish their incompletes do WIN. All right. WIN, remember, is an acronym for What I Need, and there'll be scheduled times to work with their teachers to finish up their semester 1 classes for period 1, period 2, and period 6 on Monday. On Tuesday, they can finish up periods 3, 4, and 7. And because we think the Be Legendary project's pretty fun, those students who still have incompletes can also opt into that project if they want to. But of course, most importantly, we want students to finish up the classes. We realized at the end of the semester was really challenging for a lot of students to be in a remote scenario. So we just wanted to make sure that we supported those students who still need to finish their classes. And then, as I talked about previously, we're going to have open academic support again on Wednesday. The building will be open, and students can receive direct support in that fashion. And then those first semester grades are going to wrap up at the end of the day, Wednesday. And then for all students, again, Thursday, Friday, again, we're going to be live in your new scheduled classes. Okay. So every day next week is going to start with an opportunity for students to do experiential learning. And remember that means students should be doing a nature activity and doing something good for themselves by getting outside, that they can do some community service by thinking about how they can support people they care about and people who live in Summit County. Jen has sent out a great list of ideas for students that they can do for activities. And then remember, they also have the opportunity to do character activities. That's really developing who they want to be. They can learn something new, be creative, explore a career. And if there's any questions about what they can do and what they can count for experiential learning, just have you guys reach out to me or to Miss Jen, and we can get you started on those things. Okay. All right. And then just as that last reminder, okay, so the next thing you're going to do, and this is really important, you're going to meet live at 10:45 on Monday for Be Legendary, where we will lay out all the specifics for the week. And as always, you can find that link to get into our live class on Monday on your Google Classroom. All right, so students have asked about grades and new classes. I've already kind of alluded to this, but the last day to finish up the first semester is going to be Wednesday. Students will also receive their new schedules on Wednesday, and then those new classes will start in the afternoon of January 7th, and according to that schedule that I just shared with you. Also, if you check the comments below this video, I'll post those schedules so that you have them. Okay. And then last, I think everybody's wondering, what about returning to school? When are we coming back? And the good news is, and it sounds like Summit County is going to move down into the orange and that we're going to be able to return to school. So we still anticipate returning to school on January 11th. That's Monday. And that we will be back 4 days a week, running our first semester schedule and doing the great things that our community does here in person. We are so excited to have our scholars back in the building. Okay. So we plan to run our first semester schedule. I know that we had kind of talked about maybe going to a 2-day-a-week hybrid schedule, and we're thinking that we're going to be back 4 days a week at this time. Okay. And if you have any scheduling needs, if you're worried about, what your schedule might look like or have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me or Miss Jen for any of those. Okay. Also, I had a family ask me that they had heard that we have a Snowy Peaks Facebook group, and we do. So if you're not familiar with that and you are on Facebook, you can search for the Snowy Peaks family. And we have a group there that I post a lot of updates, and we just share general kindness and positivity on that as well. So feel free to join that group. I think that's all I have. It is. All right. So thanks. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback for me, there's how you get a hold of me. My cell phone right now is definitely the best way to get a hold of me. I'll make myself available here today and tomorrow to get prepared for Monday. But if nothing else, please remember, students should check Google Classroom and be live at 10:45 Monday on Zoom. You guys have a great day. Keep taking care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Man, there's light at the end of this COVID tunnel, and we're all so excited. Man, we cannot wait to get back in school. So enjoy the last few days of your break, and we'll see you soon. Take care.